I just don't know what I'm gonna do with all this yarn. Probably shouldn't have gone to Michael's today, let's be real. But hey, you live, you learn. And if you like yarn, you buy it. Hello and welcome back, or welcome to the Knee Deep in Stitches podcast. My name is Danielle and this is episode 2. You guys, I'm so excited. We're here, we're at episode 2. This is gonna be so much fun, and this episode is probably going to be longer than the others because I have a lot more to talk about and a lot more to show you. So I will start off with what I'm drinking today, since a lot of podcasters go with that. I am drinking a Monster Energy drink, and it is going to be, what is this, Pipeline Punch. Sometimes you just need a little bit of caffeine, and I'm not a coffee drinker, so there you go. Okay, so I am sorry that it's been a bit longer than I thought it would be in between podcast episodes. I attempted to film this podcast last week after doing my my how much can I knit in a day video. Like the next day I was trying to do that, and then I just could not get my camera to focus, to work. I don't know, it was just technical difficulties all around, and I just was not having it. I was not having it. I was not having a good time. I was like, you know what? Let's film this when I'm in a better mood. So that's what we're doing today. So the first thing we're going to talk about are my acquisitions. I have some yarn, I have some knitting tools, and we're just going to go ahead and get into that and talk about it. So the first things I bought are a couple. This one doesn't have it in there because I'm using it on a project that you'll see in a minute. But these are the Knit Picks Options interchangeable cables. I got a 32-inch one and a 40-inch one. I needed a couple others. I'm constantly using my Knit Picks needles. I might actually buy another set of them. I am loving them. Loving them. I like the join on them so far. They've been really good. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick up a couple extra cable options. I might even pick up a couple of the smaller ones, but so far having an extra 32-inch and an extra 40-inch has been quite helpful. So that's one thing I picked up, and I will link everything down below where I got it. Just know that when I'm linking things, I'm not affiliated with anyone as of yet. Maybe one day. I'm not anticipating that happening. But if that's ever a thing, I will let you know. I don't want to not tell you if it's an affiliate link or what have you. So the next thing I bought are going to be the stoppers. I am going to start working with some double pointed needles and I went, and I'll show you, I also got a set of double pointed needles, all the way from 2.25 millimeters to 10 millimeters. So they range in size. There's quite a few of them. I plan on learning how to knit socks on double pointed needles, and I like to knit hats on double pointed needles. And I was just like, you know, let's go ahead and let's see and let's try to do double pointed needles. I made the mistake of using these guys, and they were just aggravating me, and I was like, you know what, let's switch to some bamboo ones, and I think I'm going to be happier. But anytime I knit with double pointed needles, I need these, or my yarn falls off. I've never had good luck with keeping my yarn on double pointed needles. I don't know what I do or any of that. It's just a curse I have, I guess. So those are more like the tools acquisitions. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the yarn over here that I bought. I hit a Michael's clearance kind of thing. So yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of go through the yarn that I picked up, and I went more to see if they had any of the Karen Skinny Cakes in clearance, which I did get a couple of them, but I did not really go for the other stuff, I just kind of was like, oh my gosh, it's only this much, I'm gonna pick it up, why not? And I was expecting to spend way more on yarn today and spent way less than I thought I was going to, so I thought that was a win. The first ones I picked up 2 of these. These are the Karen Skinny Cakes, and they are in Birthday Cake. I've been eyeing this colorway for a bit of time, and I was finally like, I'm gonna pick it up. It was clearance. And they only had 2 of them. Typically they're $9.99. I got these for $5 each, and I thought that was a great deal. So I did go ahead and pick these up. I can't wait. I don't know what I'm gonna make out of them. I've just been constantly eyeing this. I wanted to see if they had any of them on clearance, and they did. So I picked them up, and they're gonna go on my shelf at some point. I will need to do an organization video for that or something, you know. The next thing I picked up, and this I have no idea what I'm gonna do with. In all honesty, the Karen Simply, the Skinny Cakes might be turned into a cardigan because I like making cardigans. This is the Red Heart Soft Essentials. I picked up, I want to say 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 6 of these. They're a bulky 5, and I'm kind of thinking of maybe possibly making a cowl out of these. They have 110 yards in them. They're not like, it's not like the most, but I think a like big cowl would be great out of this, so maybe I'll do that. They were originally $5.99. I got them for $3 each. You know, I'm excited to play around with this. They're very, very soft. So we'll see what I end up creating. I'm just kind of tossing them to the side here. Okay, so the next thing I picked up were a couple of skeins of this Wool Ease, and this is in Sequoia, and I just thought it was so pretty. I like to make hats out of this. It's a super bulky 6-weight. It's an acrylic and wool blend, and I love knitting hats out of this. They're so fast and so quick, and I can get a hat out of each one of these. So I'll possibly be making my husband and I matching hats. But this was originally $7.99, and I got them for $2. $2 each, and I thought that was so good because I'll have some chunky yarn, because I don't typically reach for chunky yarn. I usually go between like a 3-weight and a 4-weight. Sometimes I go down to a 2, like fingering weight type, but not always. But I'm excited about this. So then I got 6 of these also, and they're the Impeccable yarn, and I'm trying to see. So it's a 4-weight. They have 187 yards in them each, and this was the colorway I got. If you can see that, it's like a brown and a black, and it's called Earth Ombre, which I thought would be fun to also kind of create like a cowl or like a scarf out of. I'm not typically one who knits a lot of scarves. The last scarf I knitted was for a friend last year for Christmas, and it was the Dark Marks scarf from the Harry Potter Knitting Magic book. Yeah, that's the last one I did. But I got 6 of these, and they were originally $3.99, and I got them for $2, which, you know, it could have been more of a deal, but hey, I saw them and I wanted them, so I grabbed them. And sometimes I'm an impulsive shopper when I see things on clearance. Also, I think, what did I spend? I think I spent $73 on all of this. And I was in my head being like, okay, Danielle, can't spend over this. You're probably only going to get a few skeins of yarn. I know, I walked out with a lot. Then, the other Karen Simply, or Karen, I don't want to say Karen Simply Soft, it's not. The Karen Skinny Cake that I got is in Citron Fizz, and this is another one I've been looking at. I had to sit here and think, And I was looking, I was like, do I already have this one? Because I don't like to have more than like 2. And then I was trying to make sure, you know, they're from the same dye lot. I did that with all of these. I think the only ones that aren't the same dye lot are the Impeccable ones, but I'll probably like do every other row in one of them so that it doesn't like show there's like a chunk of completely different. And it's also good that it's striping so you can hide it a little bit easier in my opinion. But yeah, I got these, and these will probably also at some point be a cardigan or maybe a baby blanket. I don't know. I wanted to see if they had some of them on clearance because I had been seeing people be able to pick them up. Oh wait, I found another Impeccable, so I must have gotten 7 of those. Then I did pick up some Red Heart Super Saver because occasionally I like to use this for different things. I also really like this color. I don't know if you guys can tell. There's a lot of things of this color, but this is in the Bordeaux color, and they were, yeah, it's just Red Heart Super Saver, nothing super special. They were originally $3.99 and I got them for $2, and I bought 3 of them. So yeah, there's 3 of those guys. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna use them for, but there were a lot more of those, and I had to like stop myself and be like, Danielle, you don't need all of that Red Heart. So I was like, you know what, I'll take 3 of them. I probably still did not need all of that Red Heart. Then the next ones that I got are, what are these? The Cozy Wool ones by Loops and Thread. And this is a super bulky, it's 50% wool, 50% acrylic. And they were originally $6.99. I got them for $3, and this is in the colorway Berries. I just thought it was super pretty, and I'm probably going to make a hat. Yeah, I like it a lot. I'll probably make me a hat and my friend a hat because I feel like I can tell her, hey, you don't want to stick this in the washer, you want to hand wash it, because she's very good about that. She's the same one who I knitted that scarf for, and she's only ever hand washed it, even though it's all out of Karen's Simply Soft. But you know, now I'm curious to see how many balls of yarn I picked up today. So I'm going to count them quickly and then I'll tell you, because I'm sure you're curious, or maybe you kept track of how many I showed. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so I picked up 24 skeins of yarn. 24 skeins of yarn. That's quite a lot. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this yarn. I don't know if I have room for it. The good thing is I am kind of using up what I have. The projects that I've started have only been with stuff that I've already had, so I feel good about that. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with all this yarn. Probably shouldn't have gone to Michael's today, let's be real, but hey, you live, you learn. And if you like yarn, you buy it. So that's all for my acquisitions. We're gonna go ahead and get into my whips and talk about them a bit. The first one I'm going to start with, which if you guys watched my How Much Can I Knit in a Day, you've seen some of these. Some of them I've worked on a lot since, some of them I've worked on a little bit. I've been a little bit more hyper-focused on one of my whips than any of them. Okay, so the first one, let me grab the book that I'm using for this, so I'm knitting what's on the cover, and I'll show you a better picture of it here in the book, but this is the Vampire Knits by Genevieve Miller. And I will link this book down below, but I am making the Laura hoodie, and it looks like this, but I'm doing it out of this blue yarn. And this, I found out, is an acrylic wool blend. It's in 80-20, so 80% acrylic, 20% wool. So I'm super excited to see kind of how this all turns out. I have 2 of the sleeves done. Like there would be, I have both sleeves done. 2 of the sleeves. Yep, I have more arms. I have 2 of the sleeves done. Or I have both sleeves done. Why do I keep saying that? I have both sleeves done, and I'm getting ready to work on the skirt portion, so this bottom portion here. and then working on the top and then going to attach everything together. And I'm super excited. I actually made these slightly shorter than what is shown on the actual hoodie, and I did a little bit different towards the bottom here. I did a little bit of eyelets on it just because I wanted to add some more to this. So those are both done. I'm going to probably cast on the skirt portion of the actual hoodie and then going to work on everything else. And I'm super excited to learn how to make a hood because it might be used in some other things that I make. I don't know. So we'll see how this goes. This one's supposed to be like an intermediate pattern. And so far so good. I mean, I've only made the sleeves, so we shall see what else I make from that. Oh, the other thing, so the other one that I've been mostly focused on here, I will show you, is my oversized neon cardigan. You guys, I have both front panels sewn on, and I was also able to do the edging. I absolutely love this. I am so happy with how this is turning out. I'm so excited. I can't wait to wear it. I work with preschoolers, so I think it's perfect. It being red heart and being easy to throw in the wash is perfect for what I do for a living. So yeah, and then I have one of the sleeves going. So that's where I'm at with this. I'm actually hoping to finish this sleeve today and then stitch it on and then work on the other one and then start to weave in all of the ends that I have going on. Weaving in the ends is the worst for me. I am so bad when it comes to weaving in the ends, but I will do it because I want it to be a finished and complete project. The next thing, I'm trying to think, am I missing anything? I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm probably not. I'm just surrounded by so much yarn distracting my brain. The next thing I have here is the washcloth I'm working on. I have not picked this up recently. I couldn't be bothered. This is actually probably something I should start taking to work with me just because it is smaller and something that I can easily carry and work on during my lunch break. I just have not gotten to that point. Hopefully I will be able to work on this a little bit more. I do want to finish it. I do want to finish it, wash it, and do all of that, and then put it in my kitchen drawer to be used as one of my kitchen towels. So this will be something I'm probably going to make an effort to bring with me to work. The next thing I want to talk about is my Afghan, which I have not worked on since that video of how much can I knit in a day. So this is what we're looking at here. I need to prioritize this because I do want it to get it finished. What I think I'm going to do is finish that cardigan and then start to have this just as my mindless knitting while I'm watching TV. I think that's going to be the best option for this specifically. Again, it's just knit stitch and I'm just switching out different yarns and things like that. I'm making it very simple. It's gonna go on my couch downstairs. It's gonna pull in a lot of the colors I have in other rooms and kind of tie everything together. So yeah, that's kind of the focus for this Afghan. I'm hoping to have it maybe finished by the end of the month. Sorry, my dogs are super excited about my brother-in-law. Oh, puppies. Crazy, crazy puppies. Okay, so this one I am going to prioritize after I get the cardigan finished. Sorry, that frazzled me a little bit. The next thing I've started is, which I can mention this on here because I don't think she's gonna see it or watch it. I'm making a baby blanket for my sister-in-law. So far I'm just working on the edging, and then I think I'm going to do blocks that have like stars on them. I think that's kind of what I'm going to do, is like make it a star blanket. I was going to do something a little bit more complicated, and then I was just like, I don't want to do that, so I'm not. And I'm using a mandala yarn. I have 2 skeins of this, which one might be enough to finish it. I'm not sure. And I've cast on, I want to say 153 stitches. I believe it's 153. So I'm just working on the garter edge, and it's going to have garter edge all the way up and in between the blocks. And hopefully as I continue working on it, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. This is in the mandala yarn Genie. She's having a little boy, and I thought that this would be perfect. I like it because it's not like, I don't know, it's not your typical baby yarn, but it's not so far off that it's not acceptable as a baby yarn. And I thought that this would be easy for her to wash because it's 100% acrylic, and she doesn't have to think about taking care of it, especially when it's infant clothes and babies throw up on things. It's just, that's just the way, you know? I mean, babies, right? So one thing that I'm super excited about that I found is the sweater, which I did not realize how far I was on this, and now I'm kind of kicking myself. But the Weasley sweater I was working on for my husband. So I have the front portion. I need to finish the duplicate stitch on this. So here is the front portion of my husband's sweater. I need to do that, and I need to do the 3 needle bind off here to join the front and the back, because I also have the back panel of his sweater done, and then I have one of the sleeves. So really, I need to finish one sleeve, and then his sweater's done. I, for some reason, thought that I was much farther behind on this, and I think that's why I didn't really want to focus on working on it. But I need to finish this and seam it all together so that he has a Weasley sweater and we can wear them together around Christmas, because that just seems fun to me. We're both huge Harry Potter fans, and I've been using the Knitting Magic book that I have to make this. That's where I got the pattern from. I'll list that in the description box as well, with a link of where you can purchase it if that's something you want to do. But yeah, I have a lot of projects to work on. I don't have any finished objects. I'm glad I found my unfinished object, my UFO, that I do need to actually finish. So that's going to be a goal of mine. My main goal until my next podcast is to get this cardigan, my neon stripe oversized cardigan, completed. So I'm hoping that by the next podcast I will have this 100% done, or at least the sleeves completely done and sewn on, and the only thing I have to do is sew in the ends and then steam block it. That's kind of a goal of mine. I don't know what I'm going to do with the new yarns I have. Well, some of them I do. I have ideas. I just got a little carried away, and I'm hoping that, so, okay. My goal for the next podcast is to have this neon stripe cardigan finished, and for me to have started more on the Afghan that I'm working on for my couch, and to try and get that finished. But it's also going to help me clear out some yarn in my room, because I'll be using it to work on that. I also want to learn how to knit a pair of socks. So if you guys know of any like good sock tutorials or good sock yarn, let me know. I would be so thankful if you could make a comment down below and just kind of direct me in a good direction to go for working on socks. I want to start. I watched so many people making socks or talking about the socks they've made. I watched a few videos of the Crazy Sock Lady, and I know she has really good tutorials. I just didn't know if maybe there were other things I should be doing. I want to try and just do with DPNs. I'm not confident in learning Magic Loop. I've watched it and I feel like I'm very confused by it, so I'm not to that point yet. I just want a plain vanilla sock, something super simple, and something I can do on DPNs. So that's kind of my goal moving forward. And I'm hoping by my next podcast I actually have a finished object. I'm not planning on buying any more yarn. Yeah, and I just kind of really quick wanted to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed and who has watched my videos. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I'm hoping that as this continues, we can start chatting in the comments. I would love to get to know some of you, and I'm super excited to go on this yarn journey with you guys and this knitting and crochet journey, and just kind of learn new skills, share what I've learned, talk about things, and see what projects you guys are working on. I would love to hear what you're currently working on in the comment section down below. Let me know. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope that you have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are in this world. Bye.